In this video, we'll learn how to select the best index mutual fund for you. And I challenge you, you don't need to see any other videos after watching this video. Let's start. I'll show you live. Okay. Let me go to the ticker tape. Yeah. Now we need to go to ticker tape mutual fund screener. You see mutual fund screener. So here we need to find out the best index mutual fund, correct? So from the category, we'll go to equity. In the equity, there are different categories as well. Top categories, we'll select index fund, right? Now we need to check adding multiple filters. So we need CAGR, that is compound annual growth return, growth rate, 5 years CAGR and 10 years CAGR. That's how we get to know the long-term results or returns for a fund, correct? CAGR. And then in the risk, we need to select the tracking error. So for choosing index fund, this is one of the important key point, that is the tracking error. Okay, we need to select that. Now we have got some list, correct? Now we need to sort it. Okay, so we will sort it by tracking error. So tracking error shows, like, as we know that index mutual fund tracks the Nifty 50 index or Sensex index, right? They replicate the index. So the tracking error creates a huge difference in the long term for your index fund. So as less tracking error, as better the fund is. So first we'll sort it with tracking error. Lower the tracking error, it is low tracking error. And then we'll see the expense ratio. The lower expense ratio is the higher money will be invested for your fund. For example, expense ratio is 0.18%, correct? That's why 99.22% of your money is already invested in your fund. So lower expense ratio and lower tracking error we need to choose. And then we need to see as well as the AUM, asset under management. How many money is already there in that asset under management? That shows that people are trusting that other investor like us, other retail investor are also investing there as well. This is 4,427 crore. This has bigger trust. Super high AUM also not that good, but for index fund that doesn't that much matters. So we'll see the CAGR, you see, for 3 years it's giving 22% return, which is super high. And index fund is a passive mutual fund. You just invest and forget, right? If you get 22% return, this is super amazing. Now see the CAGR. Here it takes a difference, like UTI it's 12.57 and CAGR here for HDFC it is 13.01. For let's see the 10 years growth, returns is 14.13. So HDFC index fund is looking better by seeing the tracking error is less, expense ratio is 0.2%, that's good, as well as the returns are also good. But it investing on Sensex, that's also good. And it has a good AUM as well, more than 1,000 crore here. So people are trusting on it. HDFC index is a good fund. So do your due diligence and invest on your own fund. I'm not recommending any fund. I'm just saying by the data, which fund is good. Now we see other funds as well. Suppose UTI index fund. So it has also AUM more than 10,000. Like people are crazily investing on this fund. CAGR is 22 for 3 years return. Expense ratio is 0.2 less, and CAGR is 12.57% for 5 years, and for 10 years it is 13%. That's also good. 13% in 10 years return, right? And third thing is important. Whenever you are choosing any mutual fund, choose direct growth fund. Okay, always choose direct growth fund. Direct fund means it's direct, there is no middleman in between. There are different categories of fund, like regular fund, direct fund, dividend fund. Choose the direct fund. And second thing is growth fund. Growth fund means whatever amount you are getting from your investment portfolio, that amount will be reinvested, the profit also will be reinvested, the dividend will be reinvested to give you massive returns as well, right? Which is super important. Hopefully this video is great and you will be able to learn many things about how to pick your good index funds, right? Now we can see with expense ratio as well. If we minimize them, you see there are lesser expense ratio and So here with tracking error, 0.2 click. Order them. So a couple of funds looking really good, correct? That we already discussed, UTI, HDFC index fund, and there are more. And we need to see the tracking error, lesser tracking error, lesser expense ratio, good AUM, good CAGR as well, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That gives that trust. It gives long-term returns. Okay, this is it. Hopefully you have got some value. Take care. Cheers.